How does it feel being part of such a great team?
And it's always great to be part of a team that you know are making a movie that people want to go and see. I mean, I've done 3 films with Matthew now, and every single one has been amazing. And I would recommend any of them. I mean, I think they're all terrific. He has a real ability to sort of have his finger on the pulse of what people want to go and see in the cinema.
Mm-hmm. How do you work with him? I mean, after 3 movies, you know each other really well, I assume.
Yeah.
So, like, what's his directing style?
When you know somebody that well, you don't have to do the dance, what I call the dance. You know, you meet somebody new, a new director, you don't quite know how they're going to direct you, what they want, whether they're going to be in your face, whether they're going to be hands-off, what they require from you, whether you bring your stuff or they tell you what they want. And you have to dance around to find out the way you're going to work together. I don't have to do that with Matthew anymore. I mean, he knows exactly what I do and I know exactly what he means. So we cut to the chase.
And there's a lot of trust, obviously.
Totally. I mean, all the stuff in Kingsman, for example, when I spend a lot of time looking at computer screens, tapping away on a keyboard when I'm on the plane, directing Eggsy. There was nothing there, you know, there was like a piece of green paper. And they also hadn't shot yet the scenes of Eggsy running through the tunnels. So we weren't sure whether he was going to turn right, turn left, carry on, how many soldiers were coming, or whatever. So we just had to improvise a lot of different versions of what we thought. And Matthew would often just sometimes call out from behind the camera lines that he might need. And I know him well enough just to get on with it and repeat them, rather than get all stroppy about it and go, hold on, this isn't in the script, you know, you didn't tell me this, whatever. I just did what he asked.
And that's great.
Yeah.
Matthew spoke about a possible sequel. The movie's doing really well. Would you like to join in? Like, what would you like to explore with your character? Maybe some more action, something like that?
Well, again, I think everything is open. When I spoke to Matthew last, a while ago, he said he was interested in taking Merlin and Eggsy down a route where they become kind of dandies, well-dressed, even kind of quite outrageous, you know, wigs, cloaks, canes, you know, kind of super spies, a sort of strange world that he wanted to explore. I don't know if that's still the case. Now that there's a genuine possibility the film might get made, he might have to pull in his ideas a bit, but knowing Matthew, he probably won't.
If all the villains you played in your career would have to go through the Kingsman process, you know, selection, which one do you think would win and which one wouldn't last that long?
Well, let's have a think. So Lord Blackwood's probably too vain. He might succumb. Godfrey's probably too aggressive and arrogant, so he might succumb. Frank D'Amico, I don't know if he would make it either, you know. Sauter in Revolver, maybe. He might be quite clever, but then again, he's, you know, I don't know if you'd class him as a villain or not. He's kind of a good guy. Difficult to say. I mean, it's a difficult process to go through. I don't even know if Merlin would be able to succeed.
What about you with the proper training?
I don't know. It's a pretty tough call, isn't it? That sequence where they're tied to the train tracks and there's a train coming, I defy anybody not to give away the secrets then.
And you're going to play a spy in your next movie, together with Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah, right? It's weird. Recently, people said to me, have been saying to me, you play a lot of villains. And I have played a lot of villains. And now recently, suddenly, I've been playing a lot of spies. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, The Imitation Game, Kingsman, and now Grimsby coming up. It's just weird how that...
So what's the next shift?
I don't know, from villains to spies to... It could be anything, who knows? Who knows?